My name is Michael Wojak. I'm running for my fourth term on the Rochester City Council. When I get asked why I want to do this, I realize that it's a very challenging position and there's something to be said for stable leadership in challenging times. Almost everyone I've served with in local government has retired these past few years because it is such a difficult position. Had I not run again, there'd be a total of 12 years of elected experience in local government here on the City Council, and Nick Campion would have 6 of those years. So I think I bring some stability to the organization as a result of that. Also, there are a lot of issues that I care about. I still have a fire in my belly. I'm still passionate about the work that I'm doing. And when I look at 2011 and I saw how the city of Rochester was unfairly split up by county and state districts, I want to be around in 2021 to help fight to make sure our citizens get fair districts. I stand for a clean environment. I believe in clean renewable energy. I believe in transitioning Rochester to meet the needs of our climate challenges. I was honored to help create the Rochester Energy Commission and serve as one of its first members. I also serve on the Rochester Public Utilities Board. I actually got to make the motion to stop burning coal here in Rochester, Minnesota. That was a big highlight in my environmental career. But in addition to that, I also brought forward a motion, and by 2030 now, RPU is going to be entirely relying on clean renewable energy. That's important for the future of our community and something I strongly believe in. I am the only candidate running in this primary that is committed to clean energy by 2030. I believe in good government, not just with the City of Rochester, but also with our partner organizations. It's important to realize that we had a number of partner organizations who were using public funds not in the public interest. For far too long, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Rochester Civic Theater Board, the Rochester Arts and Cultural Trust were organizations that were taking public funds and just doing too many things that were self-dealing and not in the public interest. It's hard to say no to Rochester's most prominent citizens, but we've done that. We've reformed organizations, and we're saving more than $1 million a year at the convention center just because of the changes we've made in contracting. I believe in open government. I don't think there are actions that we're taking that the public shouldn't be able to see. We used to have dinner meetings that the public really couldn't get access to, and there was no record of what happened. I thought that was wrong. We ended the practice of dinner meetings. We made a lot of people angry when we made that choice to end those dinner meetings. In fact, I was accused of pulling a Kaepernick from the previous mayor. That's okay that they disagree with that, but I believe in open government. I believe in the open meetings law. I make sure that not only does the city of Rochester follow it, but I make sure other levels of government follow it as well. We care so much about transparency that Councilmember Campion and I wrote and passed the Transparency Act. This means that every meeting, not just council meetings, but board meetings and subcommittee meetings, are permanently recorded for all time so everyone can see the business that we're engaging in. My campaigns never had the support of dark money PACs, and I never want to. I believe that I serve the people of Rochester, and that's just the kind of politics I don't believe in. Fair elections require fair practices to be in place. That means our districts have to be drawn fairly. We've done that in the city of Rochester, but unfortunately other levels of government have not necessarily done that for us. I also believe in ranked choice voting because ranked choice voting allows more voices to be heard and allows people who don't traditionally have success in elections to be more successful. We've seen this in other places, and we need to bring this equity measure to Rochester. Working with neighborhood leadership is critically important to me. I make it a point to attend neighborhood meetings even when I'm not running for office. The reason for that are some of the examples you see behind me. These projects didn't just happen and they weren't just done by developers, rather they were done in collaboration with neighborhoods. The work that you see that went on back here, neighborhoods talked about what was important to them, how they could create something that was of benefit to their neighborhood, and the success of these projects are a big part of the reason why neighborhood leadership is so important. That's something I've always been committed to, and I'm proud to have the support of so many neighborhood leaders. I'm scientifically literate. I believe in listening to what educated professionals have to say. When the professionals in our community said that masking was important, I was happy to pass a masking policy because I knew it wasn't a hard decision and I could still look dignified doing it. I believe working with neighborhood leaders and developers and the community to try and come up with great projects. Behind me is an example of a project that's more than $100 million investment in our community. We got this done by working closely with neighborhood leaders and with others in the community to figure out how we turn this into a really great project. I believe that no matter where you live in Rochester, you deserve to have safe access to different kinds of transportation, whether it's the neighborhood business that you want to walk to, bike to work, or just take public transit. They should all be safe and accessible. We've made tremendous strides in this community, including in places here like the Uptown neighborhood, where we've built infrastructure for biking and walking and transit that did not exist previously. Other folks in this election want to disinvest in transit. That's not my belief. I believe we need to continue investing in transit, proceed with Rochester's first mass transit line, and eventually making it accessible and affordable for the entire community. Cascade Lake Park is an absolute gem in our park system, and to be here and watching kids enjoy themselves is pure joy. It's been an absolute honor to see all this investment in this park in the last 12 years. This has been an ongoing project. It has not been easy. It's taken a lot of leadership to get the park to this point, and every year we're making a little bit more improvements. What you see here is the dedication of many, many hundreds of hours of work. It's not just this park that we're investing in, but throughout the community we're looking at new ways of investing in parks. And parks aren't just for kids and having fun. They're good for all of us. The green space is good for our health. There are other things that we're doing in the community. We fought for 8 years to pass a boulevard street tree ordinance. That was really hard to get done, but as you see trees going in around the community, it makes an incredible difference. We're all going to live in neighborhoods with leafy green connections, and that's so important. The investments that we're making here and throughout the community are good for clean water, clean air, and healthy living, and I really believe in that.